Hello and welcome to Code with Technical Earth, your go-to channel for learning programming and computer science. I'm your host, your name, and in today's video, we'll be diving into the fundamental concepts of programming for beginners. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid foundation to kickstart your programming journey. So, let's get started. Before we delve into the technical aspects, let's start with an overview of programming. Programming is the art of giving instructions to a computer to perform specific tasks. It's the backbone of modern technology and plays a crucial role in creating software applications, websites, games, and much more. In this section, we'll take a deep dive into what programming is and its significance in today's digital world. We'll explore how programming has revolutionized various industries and discuss real-world examples to showcase its impact. Now that we understand the significance of programming, let's explore programming languages. Programming languages are the tools we use to communicate with computers. They allow us to write code, which is then translated into instructions that the computer can execute. In this section, we'll go deeper into programming languages, discussing the different types of languages and their characteristics. We'll explore high-level languages like Python, JavaScript, and Java, and low-level languages like assembly and C. We'll provide insights on how to choose the right programming language based on factors like ease of use, application domain, and job market demand. Moving into the core concepts of programming, let's dive into variables, data types, and operators. These elements form the building blocks of any programming language and help us store and manipulate data. In this section, we'll delve deeper into variables, explaining how they store and retrieve data. We'll discuss different data types such as integers, floating point numbers, strings, and booleans, and their practical use cases. Furthermore, we'll explore various operators like arithmetic, comparison, and logical operators, and showcase examples of how they are utilized in writing code. Next, let's explore control flow and decision-making in programming. These concepts allow us to make our programs more interactive and adaptable by introducing conditions and loops. In this section, we'll take a closer look at conditional statements like if, and else, which help us make decisions in our code based on certain conditions. We'll explain how to structure these statements and provide examples to illustrate their usage. Additionally, we'll dive into loops such as for and while loops, explaining how they allow us to repeat a block of code multiple times, and showcase how they can be used in practical scenarios. Now that we have a grasp of basic programming concepts, let's learn about functions and modular programming. These concepts promote code reusability and organization, making our programs more efficient and maintainable. In this section, we'll go deeper into functions, explaining what they are and how they encapsulate reusable pieces of code. We'll demonstrate how to define and call functions, discuss the benefits of modular programming, and showcase examples to highlight the importance of dividing code into smaller, reusable functions. We'll also explore the concept of function parameters and return values. Let's move on to arrays and data structures, which allow us to store and organize collections of data efficiently. Understanding these concepts is vital for manipulating larger sets of information. In this section, we'll explore arrays, explaining what they are and how they enable us to store multiple values of the same data type. We'll discuss how to declare arrays, access individual elements, and perform common operations like adding, removing, and searching for elements. Additionally, we'll introduce basic data structures like stacks and queues, explaining their applications in solving real-world problems and showcasing their implementation. Lastly, let's introduce the concept of object-oriented programming. OOP, a powerful paradigm that organizes code around objects and their interactions. OOP provides a structured approach to developing complex software systems. In this section, we'll dive deeper into the concept of object-oriented programming. We'll explain what classes and objects are and how they allow us to represent real-world entities and their attributes and behaviors. We'll discuss encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism as fundamental concepts in OOP, highlighting their benefits in code organization, reusability, and flexibility. We'll provide practical examples to showcase the power of OOP in solving complex programming challenges. And that concludes our comprehensive introduction to programming concepts for beginners. We've covered the fundamentals, including programming languages, variables, control flow, functions, arrays, and an introduction to OOP. Remember, practice is key to mastering programming, so be sure to experiment and build projects on your own. In the conclusion, we'll recap the main topics covered in the video and emphasize the importance of hands-on practice in solidifying programming skills. We'll encourage viewers to continue their learning journey and offer suggestions for further resources and projects to explore. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Code with Technical Earth for more programming tutorials and tips. Stay curious, keep learning, and happy coding!